All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to 10 New Brews in Space.
Fascinating.
How's it going, folks? Welcome. Edge of Eternities is almost here. We're on the early access. Big thanks to Wizards for that. And we are building 10 new standard decks like we always do. And up next is Cosmogoyf, a card I called the trap card of my set review in the multi-card section. So make sure you check it out on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, support the content, etc., etc. But we're going to give it a spin, you know, just like all of the trap cards. We're not going to try it out. So we have, what we have here is an Abzan Ketchermos Cosmogoyf deck. So Ketchermos, of course, 4 mana for a 3, 2 mana for a 4/4, Menace Life Indestructible. Whenever one or more cards are put into exile from graveyards or battlefield during your turn, draw a card, lose a life. And if there are 7 more cards in exile, it turns on as an indestructible creature, which is awesome. So between the Mos and the Goyf, we'll be exiling a lot of things from our side and their side. So we have a bunch of ways to exile our own graveyard. We're going to be foraging. We're going to be collecting evidence, scavenging ooze, and so on and so forth. And kind of the Overlord is holding it all together, Overlord of the Baelmerk. And we're also going to exile our opponent's stuff, Strategic Betrayal, and again, Scavenging Ooze, Molt Tender here to exile cards, and then a mana base that will hopefully work. So that's the deck, and we're going to get right to the games, and we're going to remind you that we're brought to you by Ultimate Guard. Folks, you got to put your Edge of Eternities cards somewhere. You get on your spaceship, and you got to put your cards to keep them safe, right? Well, Ultimate Guard has all the fine gear you need to protect all of your favorite stuff. All right, and deck boxes and so on and so forth. Check them out. Also a great company. They do tons of great things in the community. They do events at Magic Cons. They do coverage for events. Just all sorts of great stuff. So very proud to work with them. Check them out on ultimateguard.com, wherever Ultimate Guard products are sold near you. All right, coming in chat. Come hang out with me. We got a reasonable hand here. We got 10th District Hero, some mill stuff. Not the best ever. We can keep this though. All right, let's go. So, Godless Shrine coming in tapped. I got my my somewhat classic Godless Shrines. Are there 4 Godless Shrine arts now? Town Greeter's a great draw.
Bingo.
What a fantastic draw. Give me that town. The greeting. Let me know what's up. Fill that graveyard. We get a Quasi Revenant and a Scavenging Ooze. We got a town too. Cool. Gain a little life. I mean main set, not like the 14,000 commander variants. They're going to plot a Dust Animus. Concealed Courtyard, Flood Farm, Verge. Probably Esper double spell stuff, I would think. We draw Betrayal. I mean, a Naked Lord Skitter is certainly not the most exciting. Just play the hero. Get the hero going. I would just play Skitter. Like, just 4 power, 2 bodies, whatever. So, here's Skitter. We got a rat, nothing to do with it. Tuck your pants into your socks. Let's do this.
Do a barrel roll.
Skitter hits. Now we got some Esper stuff going on here. Might have it to 2/4 into a spell. Yep, there you go. Okay.
More predictable bard. Always takes rock.
Makes our Edict look pretty damn bad, but that's okay. We draw Goyf number 2, which is not very good either. Alright. We can just Quasi the Skitter. I don't hate that. Kind of want to get it on the Goyf, but they're going to want to kill spells anyway, so just make them deal with this. Get the Skitter in, gain some life. Next turn we can double Goyf, we can 10th District Hero, we can Road Watcher. Watchering back these Scavenging Ooze is pretty good too, so let's do this. Let's Quasi. Make Lord Skitter a flying lifelink Death Touch. Let's make a rat. And let's attack for 3. I imagine there are many more tokens in our future, which is just kind of is what it is, you know. This board's going to get messy before it gets clean. Frank freaking Karsten. Good guy. Frank's a good guy. Hung out with Frank a decent amount over my Pro Tour adventures in the last few years. CS Reset, thanks so much.
Is there anybody in here?
There's a Plains. We have 1 Harvester of Misery in our deck. They're going to play Anti-Causal Vestige with the Warp cost. So when it leaves the battlefield, draw a card. It may put a permanent into play for 4 or less. They're going to jam. That's kind of weird, right? Sure block. Take a hit. And then here comes the a 4 mana value thing if they can put it in. The Pro Tour video is going just very slowly. All Fates Stalker. That's rude. Right. Pro Tour video is just like kind of on the back burner. It will be released eventually. I'm hiring right now also, so. Alright. So Goyfs are 2/3s. We have a Road Watcher, a 10th District Hero. Our Edict's not very good either. Kind of a messy hand where we have like just a lot of kind of idiots. We can attack for 2. We can... Watcher could return Scavenging Ooze. Just like fine, I guess. Wait on these Goyfs? Sure. So let's do that. Let's Watcher. So, mill 4. And we get to return our Scavenging Ooze. And now attack with our rats. And just say go. We can start exiling our graveyard and making our Cosmogoyf bigger. Hero can do that as well. Betrayal. We're trying to get this stupid token out of here so we get this Betrayal, hit something relevant, but pretty interesting game so far. We're 20, you know. Definitely don't love our Skitter counters going away here to All Fates Stalker. A little warp stuff, but you know.
You failed to gauge the depth of my irritation.
Here's a Sir Vondam Sunstar Exemplar. So whenever a creature control dies, you're put in exile, put a counter on this, and you gain 1. When this dies, you're put into exile. Yeah. Just gonna hard cast Dust Animus as a 2/3 again. Sure. It's kind of funny how like Dust Animus on the front side is just a 2-mana 2/3 flyer, which isn't really that bad. They can pump the team too? What? I didn't read this card.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
Sure. I mean, it's unfortunate the kill spell we drew this game so far is the Betrayal, which cannot really target this. That's going to go wide pretty good here. It might just be in trouble. It's kind of like Monastery Mentor, where if you just have a removal spell for it, it's like actually pretty bad. But if you don't, it does win the game by itself. However, they're going to send it in now, it looks like, which is weird. I mean, we're blocking. Here's a block. We're going to eat one of our town greeters. So that seemed pretty good for us. Traded ooze for the thing. This gets bigger, whatever. We have double Goyf, hero, betrayal. Here's Molt Tender. So when this thing dies, just put it into exile, destroy it to 1 target non-land permanent. It's kind of annoying. They got some flyers. We don't really have any good attacks. I guess we just Goyf it up. Yeah. Sure. Doesn't feel awesome. This is gonna get us. They probably have another one. I would guess. It's not legendary, but I'd have a raise that of some kind too. Helping Hand. This is the card that kind of like looks a little weird to me. The Eldrazi in this deck. Like, I think this card's like pretty cool. It's kind of the. In my set review, I called this card like the weirdest card in the set, where it could be really good or really bad, and I just can't tell you. It's just a weird card. Here come the flyers. Here comes the Sir Vondam. Trading with Sir Vondam's pretty bad. Taking this much damage here is also pretty bad. We can just block with Tendi Road Watcher. Yeah, then so we kill this, they kill this, and a Goyf. It's pretty bad. We're just dying though, you know. Like, we need to buy some time, I guess. This sucks. They could have a removal spell too, but whatever. I don't. Yeah, it's just not. We can't just take 1,000,000, you know. Like, you do have 5 power in the air over 2 turns to kill us. So, say goodbye to a Goyf. Here's a double Dowerport Mage. It's been a 1/3. Every one of our creatures you control, leave you go about without dying, draw a card. And then they can bounce their own creatures. Man, Frank's cooking over here. Alright. So that sucks. So now my betrayal is even worse. If I cast betrayal, they draw a card. Okay. Well, we can hero and collect some evidence. That makes the Goyf bigger, which isn't really that good anyway. Yeah, that's pretty crappy. All right, here's a hero. And shit. It's really unfortunate how bad this card has been against them, but all right, we're gonna collect some evidence. We need 2 evidence to make this work. Could have collected more, I guess. We could just do it later. So that's a 4/4. We say go. I think we're just super dead. First time trader Ham says, nice shirt. I'm wearing LaForge's visor and combat for your EOE pre-release. Awesome. How are you going to see the cards, though, right? Unless you have those, you know, cortical implants or whatever. All right, thinking over the air again. Flying is cheating. And they're going to plot another, or warp another Vestige. So, end step, exiles, draw a card, put in a 5-drop or less. They get to draw a card. Man, Downpour Mage is pretty insane with warp. That is a good synergy. Yeah, that's a big one. And they're going to play Quantum Riddler, another good warp card. It's a sick brew. Sick brew, Frank. Very, very cool. So, they have no flyers. If we can finagle some way to give our Goyf flying. So we can draw a way to mill over our second Quasi Revenant and then use it. We can cheese that win that way. We can't win any other way, right? So I'm just going to collect all the evidence. Give me the whole graveyard. Give me the whole thing. So now Goyf's going to be... Oh, right. It's not mana value. It's power. Yeah, so yeah, we're just dead. All right, yeah, you got it. So let's try the land too. Yeah, all right, so we're dead. Betrayal, not so good against Downpour Mage, but is what it is. Let Frank draw his card, then we'll move on with our life. So, yeah, exile that, draw some cards. All right, GG. Good game, Frank. So, that's okay. I mean, their deck was really, really cool, so. All right, let's try that one again. Hand's great, keep. We got turn 1 Godless Shrine. What's up, Casey? How's it going, folks? I can message Frank. I'll message Frank and get his deck list, and I'll play it for my cool stuff video on Monday. Secret 11th brew. All right, so we got Swamp, Stalactite, Stalker, Mog, Monday. All right, so we are going to play... I think we're going to Overlord. All right, yeah, let's Overlord.
Spawn more Overlords.
Only one choice, take the Tendy. We got land, feed the cycle. Timeline color, beats, and Heidler Blade. I gotta say, early access is always super fun. Seeing everyone's brews. So they have a 4/2 Menace. That's pretty good. What's an exile right now? 1 card. Our hero can exile a couple cards, not that many though. We got another Greeter. We play Catcher Most, take a pretty big hit. It says Menace though, it's kind of hard to block. It's also the color, you can block this thing too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. A little void action. Beats. Didn't expect such aggression, you know? Catcher Most, I don't think we can get it active next turn. And we probably need to block whatever we play. It's probably just Town Greeter and Moltender. I think it's a really good limited card. I called it out as such in my set review. Perhaps it has constructed applications also. I did not consider. All right, stick out. Double block the Stalactite Stalker. All right, so here's the Saboteur. Yeah, that card hits. And Grimbauble. Oh my god.
A brilliant player can get a strong hand cracked, go on tilt, and lose his mind along with every single chip in front of him.
Jeez. Alright. This is This is we're playing a mono black deck later. Also, I am not playing the Heideler Blade, but sure. Draw Feed the Cycle. That does play, so you can Town Greeter and Feed the Cycle, and set up for Ketramos and Hero. 4-2-1-1. Need the haste on this thing too. Holy moly. They still have 2 cards in hand. That's a lot of high power creatures. So forage some stuff, get a few cards in exile. And then maybe we just Greeter and Hero. Just chuck the Hero. No, that's not enough. Damn, man. We gotta do something. Alright. Let's just start here, I guess. Reader reveals. Not too much. So we play the Hero. Probably want to kill the Stalker. And then double lock this thing. Alright, I'll just say go. Overlord is coming in. I mean, we've got a lot of work to do. There's Tithing Blade. Tithing Blade plus Menace, you know? It's broken. Alright. And they get to warp their guy in too. Sure. So they do put a counter on this, which is cute. So we can block the color. And we'll just feed the cycle on the Stalker. We're going to forage. Target this. And we're going to exile land, right? Exile 3. And say goodbye. So we take 4. I think we're like maybe in okay shape. They only have 1 card left, you know? I guess the blade goes on it, but sure. So now it's a 7 power creature.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
Best possible draw.
I don't believe in the no-win scenario.
Wait, I should catch the mouse first, right? Yeah, we'll hit the moose first. I have a Farce in play. I do, yes. So hit the moose. We get all of it, folks. Give me everything.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Draw a card. Exile your blood gas thing. We aren't actually there yet on Ketramos, but they got a Bronco as their last card. I think we're good, folks. I think we're good. We moose in. We hero in. We needed that draw. We needed that draw for our morale. Morale has been low. Ashiok. Look at the top 2. Exile 1 with other in your hand. We got to get Ketramos live. So, I have 2 item runs. So we can go hero, land, collect evidence, and I mean spell, right? Spell. Oh, I only need 2. I don't know what I'm doing. Whatever. Sure. We draw trajectory. That's cool. Not that useful, I guess. But all right, so we're gonna attack. I over exile. That's fine. I know you have the Overlord too. I think we're good here. Ashiok could plus and turn on the moose, but like I want board presence to block this thing. So they find trajectory. We're just gonna block with the hero. There goes my hero. What's up, DM? No unit deck for me. We're going to trajectory down the Ketramos. Okay. I think this card's quite good and definitely makes Indestructible not very exciting in this format. So they're going to warp onto the Stalker. We draw Town Greeter. We have a trajectory of our own. The non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn. So sure. We attack, return something. This could also minus... Actually, Ketramos is like pretty bad against them. They have like a bunch of ways to kill Ketramos. They're going to kill the Overlord. Sure, that's fine. I don't know if I like that play from them. Like, leave themselves with no board. But sure. Here's a... we can Ashiok. We can pay 2 life, but exile 2 cards instead. Right?
Good old rock. Nothing beats
And then,
that.
probably make some bodies here, right? Alright, get a land. Make some bodies. Say go.
There is no waking from these nightmares.
Woo, scary. Tithing Blade, they're going to craft into a consuming whatever the hell that thing is.
We have technology.
And now we're going to exile top card. We're going to see a scavenging ooze. Oh, what did I do? Oh, come on. Why would the UI be like that? The card I mean, it is how it's written. Don't get me wrong. It says exile one of them, other one goes to your hand. But clearly you would instinctually want to click the card that you want, right? That's a pretty bad UI. That is bad UI design. All right, whatever. Sure, fine.
You fool.
Let's exile a card. I'm sure I've done that before. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Make a token, pump these, play a tap land. We're still in great shape. Still gonna win, but say go. Lose a life, we go 10. Everyone's out to get me, you know? I agree Ashiok's probably pretty bad, but alright, so let's play this thing. Let's do our draw. Alright, I mean, that was cool.
After it was all over,
That was pretty cool.
we took us in the house and served us pancake.
Alright. We're gonna keep. We got a Scryland. We got a Goyf. We need to find some white, but we can do it.
Where are they?
Alright. Gala Shrine.
Oh, it's raining helix! Oh my god!
So good.
Now this is pod racing.
Alright. Nesting bot, come on down. Ship the robots. So we I don't want to start on the Goyf. I don't like this guy either, actually. Maybe just play a land, have Harvester up, and let's go turn 3 Catchermos. We don't really have any self-mill. We had to draw a land for this thing, I think, but we're just like, say go, plan on using Harvester of Misery. My soundboard.
Good lord. Gigantic.
It's big. It's big. So I'm an Elgato partner and damn proud of it, you know? Alright. Goyf is not really impressed so far. Again, I called it a trap card in my set review, so you have a Sephiroth Sleeves. There's an Infestation Sage. Let's go. I don't really want to kill either one of these. This kind of sucks, for sure. Let me draw an Overlord, sure. Overlord's cool. Well, that's a bummer. Overlord missed. Pretty hard to do that, but sure. We got a bunch of lands, too. Kind of need those lands as well. That is tough. That is tough. All right. Getting in for 2. They have a Sephiroth. Sephiroth is the best card in the deck by a country mile. They do, unfortunately. All right. Unfortunately, our removal does not kill Sephiroth at the moment. And we draw another Ketramos and no land. Man. Send me off to space. Drawing lands would be super cool. I mean, we're just, like, probably dead, honestly. No removal spell for Sephiroth or land. Whiffed on Overlord. Have to take us to red alert here. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just Ketramos. None of our cards do anything at the moment, so... We did call Godless Run off the top. That is true. That is totally fair. We did, so maybe we wasted all our luck. Poor luck allocation. Sephiroth is ridiculous. The full power of Sephiroth has not been realized in Standard yet. Like, this card is a preposterous Magic card. Like, I would say modern power level card. Doesn't really have a home just yet. We're playing Sephiroth later also. Alright, so they're already speed 4, which is irrelevant. We go to 11 with Sephiroth in play. Not even sure what our best draw is, because, like, here's Nesting Bot. And here's Umbral Collar Zealot. So they can flip Sephiroth into the one-winged angel. And that'll probably kill us. So new card here, Umbral Collar Zealot. Best sack outlet we've had in a really, really long time. Pretty cool card. And, I believe that was my best in show award in my set review for Black. So, transform into the one-wing angel. They get an emblem with the Blood Artist effect on it. And we try...
Still a piece of garbage.
I feel like I mostly built this deck just to confirm my trap card rating and my set review for Cosmogoyf. And that has been true so far. So, obviously a heinous draw. We missed on Overlord, didn't draw lands, didn't draw removal, etc., but... As a reminder, folks, my article on CoolStuffInc.com. I don't do weekly articles anymore. I still do my my 10 New Brews article, though. So that'll go up all the deck lists, my thoughts on every deck, which is great. And we've got a somewhat awkward but keepable hand here. And here's a Descendant of Storms. Enduring? Sure. Alright, so we're Virgin, and we are Molt Tending. And, if we don't draw an untapped land, we have no turn 2 play. That's kind of fine. Gonna attack and endure. Is this a Dragons of Tarkir draft deck? If so, it's a good one. We don't draw land. Ugh, gross. Alright. We're just gonna say go. And Seam Rip. Alright, let's mill a card, please. We got Feed the Cycle. Alright. Kind of need to draw land here. We do have a Town Reader, so no pumps this time. And Voice of Victory. We draw Cosmogoyf. It's currently a 1-2. I don't feel very good about this game, so we had a black source here. How about no lands? Alright. Look, our deck might not be good, but if our cards aren't going to function, you know, like...
It's over. We lost again. Let it go and accept defeat that we is dumb. Dumb as hell.
I mean... Alright. I guess. We can draw... If we hit a starting down, we gain a life against trajectory or something. I don't think it matters. Oh, I did it starting down, but I don't think it matters at all. They have a bajillion... oh, wait, it's not turn... Right, it's not a fast land, so... Sure. Alright, well, that wasn't a very fun game. We just literally didn't cast any spells, basically. Missed a bunch of land drops, but sure, it's fine. That's cool. It's cool. Alright, functional hand, please. We've got... it's fine. We'll probably Overlord. We'll take tap land Overlord. What is this? Kavarin Harrier. Jackal Pup, eat your heart out. We do draw a land, so we can just go Molt Tender and block this. Yeah, I like that better. Just Tender into Overlord. Did I catch EWC earlier today? No, unfortunately. I saw it was on when I went live, and I just haven't had a chance to watch it. So, all right, so we're gonna block. Take the trade. Artifact Aggro. Swift Blade Vindicator. I think we're just gonna eat that. Yeah, whatever. Just gonna edict you. Exile some cards. Say go. And Vindicator again. And they miss a land drop. It's their turn. Alright, well, we're going to Overlord. And then we are going to Mortuary. Molt Tender or Ashiok. There's Molt Tender. We'll need some lands. Ship of Ketramos. Say go. And now we've got 7 cards in bin. Exorcise the Overlord. That's a card in exile. Draw another non-land. Goyf is currently a 1-2. So we just got a Tender Cosmo. We could actually double Tender. And then Ketramos twice next turn. Yeah, I like that better. Play some Tendies and say go. They're missing land drops also, so just ugly all around. Yogis in the other room. Town Greeter. All right, so this is pretty good for us. Yeah, I mean, now that, you know, miss some land drops and stuff, we're good to go. We're going to add a green. We're going to exile a land. Draw a card off Ketramos. It's a land. So now we can just cast Quasi Revenant rather than play Town Greeter. Yeah, I'm in for that. Let's add a black. Exiling a spell. And I think we're in good shape here. We're now 2 cards. Next turn, the Ketramos can attack. We've gotten our value. They're not making... Unfortunately, you know, a 5-game best-of-1 sample size is really small. Not the best games on either side for this deck, where we've had some really bad draws, opponents having a bad draw this game. You know, you hope to see a little more than that, but, I mean, it is what it is. So, we do have Urgent Necropsy, which can kill a creature and an infantry. Sure. Kill this and this. And we got... What's Exegrator? 4. So let's exile the... exile 2 cards. That gets Ketramos going. Now our Goyf is going. We're going to Betrayal them. Pay 2 life. Exile a card. Ketramos is... The thing is, it's a card where, like, if your opponent's not doing much, it's great. So you have time to, like, set it up and stuff. But like, this game is, you know, comically over or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, not a very fun game or even set of matches, unfortunately. But it's best of 1. Small sample size. All right, so I feel like I built this deck almost entirely just to prove that this card is bad. Mission accomplished, huh?
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
So, I don't know. I mean... Again, that was a pretty bad set of games. It just kind of is what it is. Like, you know, some games of Magic aren't great, and when you're playing best of 1 and you're playing a small sample size, is what it is. We missed a lot of land drops. The Goyf is just an idiot, you know? Like, it really is just, you know, a vanilla 4-5 or 5-6, and early on it's so bad that, like, it's just pretty rough. Ketramos is pretty cool. I like the idea of Ketramos in the Esper Warp Shell we saw Frank Karsten playing. Look for me to play that in probably my cool stuff video on Monday. It's not part of the 10 New Brews, but it looks really cool. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe green is not the right color pair for Ketramos, but Ketramos plus Warp does seem pretty cool. So we got more to go on stream. Brew number 3 is coming up. YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe, and